Waiting is the action of staying or delaying an action until a period. It is a pause or interval. While waiting in the Christian sense is a period of calling upon God for a while, we all need to be with the right person. Spend the rest of our life with someone who understands us and gets us. Someone who is always there, ready to listen and share in our pain. Someone who will see us for who we are. So we must be patient and wait on the Lord for that right person. That partner that will give you the joy and satisfaction in life. A partner who will always be faithful. Not someone that will break our hearts with every little chance they get. Someone who runs in and out of the relationship. Or someone who runs into the next or another relationship when they choose to. Someone who doesn't understand you or even care about your feelings. We know that every good thing does not come easy, so our waiting is the sacrifice we should make and would wait to end up with the right person. But in order to do this, we need something that will carry us through, so that we won't get tired of waiting along the way. Something that will keep encouraging us and stirring us up even in our time of weakness. That thing we need is God's grace and the spirit of perseverance and patience. There are times when it seems like the right person you have been waiting for is taking too long or won't even come at the end of the day, and then you get tired and give in to anyone available at the moment. That is why we need patience. And the Bible tells us in the book of Psalms 27:14, "Wait on the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord." Then since we know that patience, perseverance, and grace are important and are key factors and aid in helping, what are they? In 2 Corinthians 12:9, it talks about the grace of God. Grace is a gift from God, an undeserved and free one. It gives us a share in the divine life of God. It imparts strength as it operates in us to give us and generate strength to endure as we wait on God. Something we should be sure of is that His grace is sufficient for us, no matter what comes our way and no matter how long our time and period of waiting will be. He is always there for us and will give us strength to wait until the appointed and set time for the person to come. Hebrews 10:36 talks about perseverance. Perseverance is doing something despite delay or difficulty. It is continuity in doing things despite the presence of pain, and it is the effort, continued effort applied to achieve something no matter the sweat it is costing you. So bring to perseverance in waiting for the right person. It is just a test to see if we can be patient for a while. In the same way, when we want our food to be ready, coming home hungry after a day's job, it is just like patience. But when patience is released, it will do away with the feeling of pain during perseverance. It is the ability to tolerate and accept delays, sufferings, heartaches, and problems without being annoyed. This waiting is mostly done in the place of prayer, and all these spirits and gifts of God are also released in the place of prayer. You asked for them in prayer from the Lord. You can't just sit on your sitting room watching movies from morning till night with the excuse of waiting for the right person. That is not the right place of waiting. The place of prayer is the right place to receive those things you need and are asking from God. God knows the right person for you. He knows what is best for you. So despite the pain of waiting and past hurts, know that in the right and appointed time, He will show up with the right person for you, and you will know that waiting was never in vain. Waiting is not easy. The mockery you'll get from people, the talks behind your back, and all those stuff. But our eyes should be fixed on the result, what we will get and gain after waiting. The glory that comes after then waiting, the right person you'll find after the waiting, and that will help you and give you comfort till your waiting ends. An example of someone who waited for the right person was Jacob. He is a very clear and good example of a good and patient waiter. He waited for the right person and endured through it all. Jacob was in love with Rachel, the daughter of Laban. He was to work for him for 7 years so that he can marry her. The deal was made and he started working for him. The time seemed short because he loved her so much. Soon the time was up and it was time for him to take Rachel as his wife. But Laban cheated on him. He exchanged Rachel for Leah for his wife. Night came and he slept with her. When Jacob found out, he went back to Laban and complained, "I worked for Rachel, but you gave me Leah." Laban's excuse was that the younger daughter is not to get married before the older one. He asked Jacob to work for another 7 years before he can also get married to Rachel. So he had to work for another 7 years to take Rachel as his wife. This was a delay and an additional time of suffering work. But he endured it all just to get the one he loved. He worked for 14 years just to get Rachel. I don't know how many years you have waited and you're still waiting, but I want you to know that this waiting is the price you will pay to get the right person. It won't be easy, but the grace of God is sufficient. So wait for the right person. Jacob didn't give up on Rachel after working for 7 years. He would have just moved on with Leah, but he worked for another 7 years. His years of working represent his years of waiting. If he could wait for 14 years just to take Rachel for a wife, you can also wait patiently and work for you to end up with the right person. We must learn to be patient and wait on God when we need the right person, because marriage is not an ordinary affair. It is a lifetime journey, and whoever you are with will be with you for the rest of your life. So wait for the right person so you won't spend the rest of your life in tears and regret. And we know that this is not what the Lord wants for us. So wait. Wait for the appointed time. Wait for the right person. Keep your body and run from fornication, because we know that our body is the temple of God. Your waiting might take years, but keep yourself for the right person, because that is the glory and blessedness of marriage, when it is built on purity. Because when you wait and keep yourself to be with the right person, it is beautiful. It will move well and smoothly. You will feel secure and happy you did wait. If you have waited patiently, you won't let anything get in the way of your marriage. And just the feeling of knowing that you waited will take away the shame you got during those years of waiting and cloud you with joy. Sometimes you might be in pain, and even when someone comes, you feel like it's not loving, and you cover it up thinking that you are waiting and hoping for the right person. It is not patience. It is because you are getting tired and lonely of being alone. I said it's not patience because when the Lord gives you the spirit of patience, it takes away the feelings of pain, and even when you think pain is there, you don't just feel it, because patience comes with peace. That is what the Spirit of God can do for you. So ask for His Spirit as you continue to wait for the right person, so you won't get tired or give up in the process of waiting. In conclusion, the spirit of your relationship is too precious and delicate to mess up in a rush. Wait for the right person. You will come across people every day, but if you can patiently wait for the right and perfect person for you, you will find out that your waiting was not been in vain. Though the wait might seem difficult and painful, keep on and persevere. In addition, remember that the wrong person could pretend to be like the right person. You would need God's grace and discernment to know this. They can even pretend and act nicely like God sent people. They will even get very close to you, and if care is not taken, you might fall into their trap like a bird in the hunter's net. So in the process of your waiting, make sure you take God along with you to shield you every day from wolves in sheep's clothing. Whatever and whoever is meant for you, the right and perfect for you, will come to you as long as you can patiently and faithfully wait and position yourself. The right person for you is coming. Wait.